What's up, everybody? It's Camtendo, and today I'm just gonna chill with you guys and do some speculation on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. But before we do that, let's dive into our comment of the day. Last video asked you guys what did you expect to see in the next trailer, and Error had this to say. For the next trailer, I would like to see Pokemon like regional forms, new Pokemon, and possibly a third legendary, and hopefully the name of the evil team. And I am with you. I would love to see some more regional forms. I want to see the evil team probably the most right now. I'm obsessed with characters. I know most people like new generations for the new Pokemon, but me personally, I'm a sucker for new characters. The story, Sword and Shield kind of deterred me from a story, but Legends Arceus just kind of gave me that spark that I've been itching for. So yeah, I personally do want to see more, regional variants, evil team. I don't expect us to see a third legendary at all. They typically leave those to us to see in a post game, or later on. They never really reveal that until like maybe after the game's been out. But yeah, for the next video, I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you expect the rivals to do in the game? That's gonna be our topic of the video, and since that's the topic of the video, I just wanted to give you guys kind of a head start for the next video. But yeah, what are your expectations for these rivals? I'm super excited, but like I said, that's the video, so I can't hold us back any further, can I? So we're going to talk about our three rivals in Scarlet and Violet, and I am so excited that we are once again having three rivals. This is going to be kind of like a follow-up to my evil team speculation video, I guess you can say, but I personally I'm super excited for just the sheer aspect of us most likely, or maybe just having three amazing rivals. These three rivals, they are kind of on the goofy side. I don't think we've had a goofy group of rivals like this since, I would say, Gen 7 or even 5, but I'm really excited for these three. So let's start with, I guess, an explanation if you've been living under a rock, which some people might have. The game is split into three separate stories. There's a gym leader story, the usual, 8 gym storyline. There seems to be a story revolving around an evil team. That's what the community has been speculating at the moment. It's a evil team focused or evil team oriented storyline with the flags. And then there is a third storyline that is focused around these old towers, and it seems that for each of these separate storylines we will get a rival focus for it. They showed Nimona being one of our rivals for the gym leader storyline, and I'm just going to start with Nimona because of course she is our battling rival. She isn't that good at catching, but she is a good battler, I guess that's a word. But personally, I love that. Again, I've mentioned this almost in every other video, but the fact that our main battle rival this time around is a girl or a female, I'm super excited for that, because again, when it came to us getting girl rivals or female rivals, our first female rival was May, if you chose Brendan in Gen 3. Second was Bianca, like 2 generations later, and she kind of quit midway through the story because she was basically told that she doesn't need to strive for much. I mean, we do fight her at Victory Road, but her story kind of comes to an end as soon as you reach Nimbasa City, and you just really don't get to see much from her. Granted, she had an amazing storyline. It was just that we didn't get to see much from her. Our next female rival that we got were technically 2 if you played X and Y. If you chose the male character, you got Serena, who was your main rival, who took battles seriously because she had pro parents that we never get to meet, by the way. She keeps flexing on the fact that her parents are like these 2 awesome pro battlers and they know everything, and they're the reason why she knows so much, and everybody's bragging on her skill. And her whole storyline, if you played her, was that she didn't want to be known for her parents' accomplishments. She wanted to make her own path in the world, which I thought was a cool, idea for a rival. Had the fact that the dialogue in X and Y been better, because I recently went back and played X and Y, and they talk to you like a baby, but that's a rant for a separate video. She was an okay rival. Again, if you chose Callum as your player character, she was an okay rival. Next up, we got Shauna, and Shauna, once again, she was obsessed with making memories, and she was the person who you saw the most of about the story. It was like they were really setting you up to be with her, regardless of gender. There, the whole fireworks thing. You meet with her at the Pokeball Factory, the scary house or spooky house, whatever it was called. She even helps you in a Team Flare base, like at the very end. But you get to see a lot of her, and her whole thing was that she wanted to make memories with you. She wanted this journey. She wanted to make memories with friends. That was a cool storyline again, but the dialogue in X and Y was severely lacking because they forgot who their player base was. And they also underestimated the age group of who they were trying to appeal to. Again, in that game, they speak to you like you are a 4-year-old that can't comprehend human speech. It's that bad. Like, if you don't believe, you can go back and play X and Y. The writing in that game was really bad. They aged down the dialogue so much, but that's And then our next female rival was back in Oraz, May, who they improved upon, but it wasn't that much of an improvement from the original, May from Gen 3. And then we skip a generation because Lily was wasted potential and could have been a great rival, but we go to Sword and Shield. And with Sword and Shield, we got Marnie. Now, Marnie was where a lot of my issues with rivals came in general, because it honestly felt like the writing in that game was just, they were honestly just so they hated her, dude. She was the evil team leader's sister, and yet she didn't do much until the end of the game, and even then what she did wasn't enough. And like, it was like between her and Bede, they were just competing for who got the least amount of spotlight in the game. But I guess Bede won in that aspect because he didn't show back up until the very end. But Marnie was my biggest beef with rivals at that point. I just didn't like how they were trying to make rivals and just give them all this little screen time. And I guess this time around it seems to be a lot better, since there are 3 separate rivals and 3 separate storylines. So at some point they may all coincide and like intersect, but for now, this is just when you're like doing the storyline, it's just you and Nimona. And again, she is our primary main rival. Most of our primary rivals, unless you play Gen 3 and 6, were just guys. It was a sausage fest. But she is our main rival, and I'm really excited because she seems to be obsessed with becoming champion, and we're gonna crush her dreams, but it is what it is. So I'm really excited for her. Nimona, top tier. Can't wait to see her team. Can't wait to see how she develops. I heard she even gives us the gimmick in the game, so super excited. Next up is Arden. Arden is our rival who is obsessed with cooking. Now, in the trailer, we are seen getting mushrooms with him, and that is pretty cool. I do think that he is a part of the treasure hunt thing that Clavel told us about. And our whole thing with him is that we're going to be searching these ancient towers, competing to see who finds the treasure first. Granted, I'm pretty sure there's like several other students also competing, but between us and him, it's like a personal thing. We're all working for this treasure. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna beat him because, again, we crush streams here. But I am super excited to see his team because we never got to see his team. So I am really excited to see Arden. He again seems like a friendly rival, and I'm really excited to see, like, in this game. This is like the first Pokemon game, I'm gonna say, where our male to female ratio in terms of rivals is like the females are winning. Like, girls are winning right now. Penny, Nimona, they are in. And then if we get DLC that gives us even more rivals, like Sword and Shield did. I forgot to bring up Clara, bro. I'm so sorry, dude. Clara, top tier rival, mean, super mean. Love Clara. But yeah, I'm super excited about him. But granted, among the 3, he seems to be the least interesting, especially since it says that he's not that good at battling. But I still, a rival's a rival. Rivals are one of my best parts. between these three, I just really hope that their themes are amazing, because if Sword and Shield taught us anything, they love to give rivals their own themes, which I'm so glad, because it gives them all their unique flair and personality. They started this in Gen 8 and Gen 6. Everyone had the same battle theme. Same with Gen 5 and onwards, or like below that. So I'm just happy that they have individuality, essentially. But I'm super excited for, what's his name again? See, that's how you know he's the least interesting. Arden, yeah. So, next up is probably the one I'm the most excited about, and that's because I've seen some of Ku's tweets. Suddenly, this is a Ku video, I know, but I'm gonna talk about Penny. Now, Penny seems to be associated with the flag, and a lot of people, Ku himself, has said that the flag does have something to do with the evil team. Now, originally, I thought the evil team was going to have like a red motif going on because of that red flag. But when you look on a map, there are several colors. There's a red flag, a blue flag, I think there's a black flag, a pink flag, and a yellow flag. So that right there implies that either there are 5 evil teams, or these evil teams are just they're feeling very prideful, I guess. But she seems to have something to do with that. Now, that's not the interesting part. I mean, it could be. The interesting part is that Ku made a tweet saying that we should pay attention to school bullying, and someone replied, is someone bullying Penny? And he replied, no, Penny's a B word, but I love her. Now, that can mean so many things. Like, is she the bully? Is she doing the bullying? Is she an admin? Is she working with this evil bully team? Because the evil team, this is disappointing, but they aren't an evil organization. They aren't going after the legendary. They just seem to be a bunch of school bullies, which is way better, in my personal opinion, than a bunch of guys and girls that are obsessed with some boring girl like Marnie. That's just my opinion. She can be your waifu because she's cute, but cute and boring are 2 separate things, and she's one and not the other. So but yeah, I am super excited. I have names in mind for this evil team, like Team Zoom or Turbo or Excel, like racing theme names, which Kaka apparently confirmed that there is no racing going on. So I don't know what these guys are. I'm just going to assume they're just the delinquent group. They already gave us a hint for her, saying that she doesn't show up to school often, which at first I thought that she was just having trouble at home with like a parent, or living up to standards, or she's just suffering from anxiety and just doesn't want to be to school. But apparently she might just be associated with this evil team, and she might just be a part of the bad group, and that would make her and Gladion like 2 characters that are obsessed, or not obsessed, but what's the right word? Associated with the evil team. Now that is super excited. Granted, what she's doing is on a lesser scale than what Gladion was doing, but I am still really excited to see how this plays out. Are we going to convince her that, being on an evil team is bad and she should give up her ways and come back to school, get an education, try to become champion or something like that? Or are we going to beat her and she's just going to be really mean about it? Because she doesn't look mean, but those are the ones you got to watch out for. The ones that don't look mean. She looks shy, but that could all just be a trick of deception to get her on her good side, and maybe she steals our Pokemon. This could be really cool, which makes the Gen 9 anime even more hype, because of Ash attends this school and has to take out the school bully group. And if she's like the leader or something, that would be amazing in my personal opinion. But what do you guys think? That's just me rambling about these 3 rivals, seeing where they might go, how they might do it. I'm super excited. I wanted to get a video out for you guys. I've been doing some recording, some voice acting work, if you may or may not know, but you guys can see it when it's up, whenever it's up. I'm really excited for it, and I hope you guys are too. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. But get excited either way. My name is Kim Tendo. I will see you guys when I see you. Have a nice day, and, well, see you. Bye.